I am absolutely furious about how much the shitty behavior and this weaponizing of your online gremlin army is costing us good politicians, people that want
Good.
to do good things in the community.
Well, hang
And
on.
the
Let's be
fact,
honest. Good female politicians, really.
yes,
I
female,
mean, 10 to 1.
let's be honest, good female brown politicians.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the list is in a place where you can't ignore it now. The fact that he went after Materia really set my blood on fire because she was hounded out. You can see the passion that Tori has for what she's doing in Wellington. And she has copped some of the vilest shit that I have seen. And even to have David in that press conference, nudge, nudge, wink, wink at it.
Mm-hmm.
He is a snarky, slimy little dweeb. And I don't know how to stop it, but I want it stopped.
Yeah. I've got some information to share now, and it's from an unnamed source. I won't say where it's come from, but you heard Tori say, you watch over the next week what's going to happen. Subsequent to that conversation, purely by chance, I've heard from a very reputable source that there is going to be some stories in the next few days about Tory whānau drinking in town. Now, I hear from the source that Tory was out drinking in town, like many of us do, like Winston Peters is famous for doing.
Oh, I was just going to say, the political landscape is littered with people that like a drink because they're people.
But let me say this: my source says, from what they know, Tory was out with a few friends, hanging out, having the odd drink, not pissed, not falling over drunk, not demanding of waiter staff, "Do you know who I am?" National Party, none of that stuff. But I have a source that says that this information will, I guess what I say is may well, get you weaponized this week, even though there's nothing there. So we'll see what happens over the next 24, 48 hours. But yeah, pretty reputable source telling me that a night out with friends, having a few drinks, nothing untoward is about to be weaponized. Watch this space.
I think it's already started. I spotted this not too long ago. Our favourites, the Free Speech Union.
Not a union.
Obviously, not a union. Atlas affiliate, Tentacle, whatever you want to call it. Tory whānau says academics should be kept safe from criticism. No. No. Counter speech and calling out ideas you disagree with is exactly how democracy should work. If we don't have free speech, what are we supposed to challenge ideas?
So
what,
you know what?
What a disingenuous post to make.
We all support that. And that's exactly not what has happened. So tonight, right, I'll do a post that says Free Speech Union supportive of trolls making brown women's lives hell. It's the same thing.
The aim of this stuff, the aim that David Seymour has in mind is to cool dissent, to make sure that nobody sticks their head out of their trench and says, hey, I don't think this is right, and here are the reasons why. He has criticised the fact, he has called them liars. He has said that they suffered derangement syndrome, which is, of course, shorthand for the Trump derangement syndrome that they use to criticise anybody that sort of
imported culture wars.
I don't think Donald Trump's the full quid. Oh, you've got Trump derangement syndrome. It's exactly the same. It's not questioning what they're saying. It's not even debating what they're saying. It's just saying the person that is saying this is a crazy person.
So, can I say this one? That middle paragraph, put it back up. Counter speech and calling out ideas you disagree with is exactly how democracy should work. So
that's what they were
in this instance, it's the academics who are using the counter speech and calling out the ideas you disagree with, It's actually David Seymour who is trying to stop them from doing it. So Free Speech Union think this is a way to support Seymour's idea, but actually Seymour is the one here suppressing free speech. Seymour is not calling out ideas he disagrees with. He's being a troll and he's suppressing speech. So Free Speech Union, are you aware you are against David Seymour in this message? Because if you're not, maybe someone from your PR team needs to change the words a little bit. Because it's not him who is calling out ideas, it's the academics that he is then attacking. He's not attacking their ideas, he's attacking them for calling out ideas they disagree with, much like your message says. You fucking idiots.
You know, our politicians, of course, have their own taxpayer-funded bar in Parliament now, so they can do whatever they want, really. I guess they won't have to run into instances like this, where Gary has seen David Seymour consume 5 beers in an hour at backbenches during the parliamentary dinner break and then go back to work.
Gary, if you ever see that again, make sure you record it. That's obviously going to be a big news story if a night out drinking with your friends is going to be one for an elected mayor about to turn down her position because of in part, the harassment and abuse he's receiving online. I think that's actually perfectly valid. Why? I mean, like, please, I'm not suggesting people stalk, but if people out there want to start taking photos, if you see, politicians drinking and that, take a photo of them. Send it to us, and it will highlight it just as much as people are going to highlight, potentially, so I'm told, Tory whānau having a few wines with some friends. Because why not?
I have to make reference to one of those rumours that went around about Tory. Do you remember the one that, like, I think it was mentioned on News Talk, and people were making references that there was essentially a sex tape or some sort of activity that was filmed in a Wellington bar, and everybody had seen it, but nobody could produce it. And that's just bubbled away. And that's what I think David Seymour was actually referring to in that press conference, which is just so off the chain.